Hey, welcome back to Nobody Sports. Just a couple of nobodies talking sports. This will be another episode of us dropping down divisional round breakdowns. Real quick though, last episode we did do the AFC West, and I kind of fucked up a little bit. So we'll do this from time to time. An important stat I wanted to point out:
Oh, good. One of
Mahomes'
these.
all-time career against his division rivals. So you got the Pirates; they're 12-2 against them. You got the Gay Bolts. 10-2 against them all time, and then the Donkeys, 13-1. And so, who's winning the division this year? I don't know. But anyway, with that, how you doing today?
Yeah, thanks for that. I'm glad. I guess we will do that from time to time. Miss some things. We definitely missed that. Anyway, no, it's great to be back. We're having a blast doing this. We're looking forward to breaking down now the NFC. We've got the AFC done. And so we'll first start with the NFC North. Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago. Let's see what we have with these guys.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Last great thing that happened to them.
85. Yeah.
The Bears.
In 85, you had Back to the Future and the 85 Bears.
What I'm saying is after 85, the last great thing to happen to him was an SNL skit with John Candy going, "Da Bears." It's the last great thing that's happened since 85.
That's it.
To the Bears.
No, it's
been...
been...
Smoking Joe Cutler, or Jay
Yeah.
Cutler, Smoking Jay.
And I like how we're talking about the Bears because that's who I see finishing in the basement.
That's who everybody sees finishing in the basement.
Is the Bears. Just a few reasons. Number one, quarterback.
Well, here's what sucks is that if they had a real quarterback, then they would be a playoff team.
How so?
Well, they've got a lot of pieces there. I love the head coach.
Love the head coach, Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson's doing great. He's already pulled Caleb for practice. Caleb Williams' body. So here's my problem with Caleb. Caleb's got all the talent in the world, but he's bitch made. I mean, he pouts. He throws people under the bus. He has horrible body language. He paints his fucking nails. Which, here's the thing. I don't care if you paint your nails, but when you're my franchise fucking quarterback making millions of dollars, you know why you've never seen another franchise quarterback paint their damn nails? Because they're too busy being a quarterback and studying tape and working with their receivers and their coaching staff to get better. Because it's the most important position in the NFL. This dude's worried about what color his fucking nails are. He holds the ball too long. His instincts are terrible.
This is happening.
Yeah, it is. No, so here's the thing. The only quarterback with worse instincts than him is fucking Anthony Richardson.
Oh, that guy again. I remember you liked him.
I love him.
Yeah. I could tell.
Yeah, I love him in the XFL.
Right.
About 3 games a year before he gets hurt because he's still going to run into defenders there.
So, let's talk about the Bears' offense. Let's start there. It's not going to be good.
I actually like their one. DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, I think is a good 1-2. You could do worse.
Yeah.
Do a lot worse. Tight end room, Loveland.
Love the tight end room. Loveland from Michigan. I think that's a great draft pick. Komet.
Offensive line's a little bit of a question mark.
Yep.
That being said, though, I actually don't think the offensive line is as bad as what it was on paper. Mm-hmm. They have an inept quarterback who holds on to the ball too long and makes them look worse.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is one of those situations like you feel if they just had somebody else there, we'd be okay.
Of course they would. Now, the offensive line, I still think they need another year to get it better. But
right.
What I'm saying is I think they could have an average, 15th ranked O-line.
I got him at 7-10 is where I see him finishing the year for a record, still in last. What I do like about them, though, is their defense. Defense is awesome.
So situationally it was good. Now, I do wonder on some of that.
Secondary.
So secondary is good. So, yes, because they had Eberflus, who not the best head coach, but I will give him some credit. At least he seemed to have some kind of culture and did build a solid defense.
Right.
Unlike McDaniels. But with that, so he...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. No, keep going.
Go ahead.
No, there you go.
Well, I was just going to say, they bad against the run, though. That's where their weakness is.
Bad against the run. Some of that, though, is again, with an inept offense.
Yeah.
So, kind of like the Titans.
Yeah.
The offense, if you get an offense that's competent, I think that defense catapults and is quite a bit better.
Yeah.
Now they're not like a top 5 defense
No.
or anything, but
No.
I do think that they could finish like 12th to 10th, 9th maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. So solid defense. I do wonder though, because they went from a defensive guy to an offensive guy, which should help the offense. But does that defense take a step back? I mean, because Eberflus is good with the defense.
They were good. They were second in the red zone on defense. So something definitely to will they finish second there again? I don't know, but that's something good to build on. Especially that's surprising if your weakness is against the run. For that to be the case, but
Big problem is Caleb Williams.
Again, situation dictates how
I
you
bet
do
you
it.
$50 he can't even change a fucking tire. That's how much of not a man he is.
Need more dogs, right?
He's not a dog.
Not a dog.
He's like a little fucking chihuahua. That doesn't count. He's fucking yapping at you when you walk away. Fucking ridiculous.
So let's go to the third place team. Okay, so it's funny, we have the same team here, but we differ on like where they really fit. And what I mean by that, I have the Vikings going 8-9, finishing more closer to the Bears than the Packers, who are 12. I have them going 12-5. You kind of see it a little different though.
Well, the Vikings are the toughest team because I trust their coaching staff. Their defense is going to be top 5 for sure. Brian Flores. They are going to be one of the league leaders in turnovers, which matters a lot. So they're going to be an effective defense. It's not just their yards total and everything. They're going to be good situationally because Flores. So Flores does all that. He checks all those boxes for me.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a great defense. But it all comes down to their quarterback. And I don't know because we just haven't seen enough of him.
And this is where my problem with the Vikings is, and this is why I feel that they're going to be closer to the Bears than they are going to be the Packers. You have a new quarterback, and you've decided that I feel that they're overhauling their offensive line, replacing 3 out of the 5 starters. And, I get it. I agree with you completely on the coaching staff. The coaching staff is great.
Is that I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because I think if Stefanski overhauled the offensive line, he did it for a reason. And I give them the benefit of the doubt on them knowing what they're doing.
I'm just saying it's not a good thing.
I don't think that's as much of a negative for them.
You don't want to have to choose
on the quarterback.
Hopefully that's not the path that you have to go down. Ideally, you prefer something else in the NFL because in the NFL, when you make mistakes, they can be compounded, and that's the quickest way to compound things. Is you have an offensive line that's trying to figure each other out with a new quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Stefanski, what did he do with who last year?
Yeah,
who's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody knew his name really before last year, except he got the mono thing. And was a total bust.
People knew who Sam Darnold was.
Yeah, not in a good way.
Remember he was drafted number 1?
Yeah, but not in a good way.
Yeah.
People remembered him as a bust who missed a bunch of time because he got mono or some shit.
I don't know. I kind of like Sam Darnold, throughout his career. I wasn't as hard on him when he first started. This is the
guy who, before Stefanski, was seeing ghosts. Belichick literally ruined his career and his psychology.
Well,
he literally came out on a press conference and said, basically just full on admitted, I have no fucking clue what happened there. I was seeing ghosts. Like I just got like
the NFL will do that. It'll do that to you.
I just got no Vaseline and I'm scared.
Belichick.
Yeah.
You got Belichicked.
Dude, his mom had to read him a bedtime story. Like he was jumping in the bed with his fucking parents for months after that with nightmares.
Can we watch a Disney movie?
And Kevin Stefanski took that guy and turned him into a top 10 quarterback last year statistically.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I'm not, again, the coaching staff is not where I see fault with the Vikings. It's just the plan, right? Hey, I could be totally wrong, and it works, and that, if it works.
That's where I'm saying is I trust the coaching staff.
It propels them even further.
Kevin Stefanski has proven to make shit work that's not supposed to work.
Yeah.
So that's where I give him the benefit of the doubt. I actually think the overhaul will be a positive.
Yeah. We'll see. You're right. I mean, the defense is top-notch. That's not the problem with them at all.
The running game.
You have a running game.
The receiving core.
You have
best receiver in the NFL.
Maybe the second best receiver in the NFL.
Best receiver in the NFL. Okay, let's compare this, okay? So, who has Jamar Chase had throwing him the ball his entire career?
Joe Burrow.
Would you say Joe Burrow's a top 5 franchise quarterback in the NFL today, Nick?
Yeah, he's in that conversation.
Okay, has Justin Jefferson ever had a top 5 quarterback throwing him the football?
Maybe hey, do you want to play catch?
I don't even think that's happened, poor kid.
No one to throw the ball to him, huh?
No one.
And
he's still getting 1,500 yards.
And he is still getting 1,500 yards.
Yeah, so that equals
Justin
better.
Jefferson is special. I'm not taking that away from him.
He's the best receiver in the NFL.
I just like Jamar Chase. That's all
I can appreciate that. I like Jamar Chase too.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean Justin Jefferson isn't the clear-cut number one
They're
receiver
both
in the
awesome.
NFL.
Yeah.
They both are, but Jefferson's number one.
Yeah. So Vikings. Okay. I'm curious now. I've got Vikings 8 and 9, and if you're seeing them more closer to the Packers, where do you see them finishing?
Well, here's the thing: is I kind of actually, I think because of J.J. McCarthy, I do think they take a step back this year. It's really, really tough to pick because it's such an unknown with what we're going to get and how McCarthy's going to develop.
Yeah.
Right? Because here's the thing is if McCarthy, let's say even if he's rough the first few weeks, right? But if he develops and just can kind of game manage it, give you a few wow plays, he's athletic, stay healthy.
Not turn the ball over.
But the big thing, that's the big thing, not have a bunch of turnovers.
Right.
Right? So if he can get like 25
Not take
touchdowns
sacks.
with like 7 or 8, interceptions,
right.
No fumbles, kind of year, and then 3,000 yards type thing.
For sure.
Then they're a playoff team.
Right.
They really are with the pieces they have. But it's just too much of a question mark. So right now, and here's, I guess, my hardest part with it is you say Kevin Stefanski, Vikings, what they've done. I have a hard time saying third, but it's probably where they're going to end
I think it is what it is because the teams who I think are going to finish 1 and 2 are really good. And actually, I have them both finishing 12 and 5, and that's the Packers and the Lions. I've given the nod in some tiebreaker to the Lions. Let's start with the Packers because I think you have them finishing second as well, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, there is a concern too. This is also giving me concern. Now we've got to wait and see. But Jordan Love already has a thumb injury,
right?
And anytime a hand injury on a quarterback, that's always concerning because you don't know how that's going to be. Now
right.
It could be non-factor. Maybe he misses a couple weeks. Maybe he misses no time. But they rest him the rest of the preseason.
Best to happen now.
Week 1 he struggles a little bit because it feels a little off. But by week 2 he's fine. They're going to be fine. Now, if this is something that goes as it would affect any franchise, but franchise quarterback down 4 to 6 weeks in this division specifically, you can't afford that. That knocks you out.
No, immediately. You definitely, yeah, exactly. It does.
So that is.
But there's a lot to be excited for in Green Bay.
There is. Their receiving core, they don't have an A-plus receiver. They don't have that number one guy, but they've got like 6 B guys.
Yeah,
it's loaded with that.
The 2 guys that they drafted look phenomenal to play with them. Dude from TCU and then the guy from Texas.
Golden. They've got like 6 guys that are more than capable of 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah. 6. Yeah. 6B.
Like
receivers.
That I wouldn't be. They've got 6 guys that I wouldn't be shocked at all if at the end of the year any one of them had 1,000 yards.
Yeah. The wide receiver room is going to be great. The part of the offense that I like in particular is Jacobs running it, but not only Jacobs running it, Jacobs now catching it too.
Yep, that's a big.
If he's going to start catching balls, and improve on how he did it last year. Yeah, improve on how he did it last year. Then Green Bay's offense is just going to get better, right? Mm-hmm. So, and their defense. This is like the 8th team that I'll put in the top 5 for defense.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5 defense.
Everyone's got a top 5.
They don't
defense.
have a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
They have a good defense though.
Top 5.
Here's what I think is that
maybe
I think that they have I think they're going to finish with like an 8th to 10th ranked offense and defense, which is really
great.
good. Yeah, if you have a top 10, if they can get in the top 10 of both, which they should. Mm-hmm. Again, the thumb injury is a little concerning. So, and that's the other thing too. Jordan Love has had. I don't think he's been out for a whole season, but it seems like he never plays a full season. He's always missing a couple weeks for some injury here or there. So there is that. But if he can stay healthy the whole year or relatively healthy with the thumb injury, just miss the first week or something, they're going to be fine. I think they could even be fine. Now, I think this is unlikely, but they could even surprise us and win the division. They've got that kind of potential.
They were 11-6 last year. So, and
shout out to their head coach, which again, I'm shouting out to still fucking, what's his name?
I have no idea. I know that he used to be an offensive coordinator for the Rams, and as a Rams fan, you would think I would win or know the name.
For a lot of time, he got a lot of flack. People don't really speak about him enough, but he's really been really good with consistency with the Packers.
Yeah,
they're a consistent team.
They are
consistently good. Offensive line, everything is always at least average or above.
Right.
Since his entire tenure.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I remember, the 80s, they were bad. But then they got Brett Favre. Then they went to Aaron Rodgers. Now Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just, it goes on and on
Jordan
and on.
Love playing college, Logan, Utah, not very far.
Yeah. No.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So, and that brings us to the team that I don't have any questions about, and that's the Lions.
I do have. So the question with them is, which I don't think it's as big of a question as people are making it, because the offensive coordinator isn't going to change the scheme much. But that being said, though, play calling matters. They did lose two of the best play calling coordinators.
Yeah. I think this is one of those situations where, like, if you want to get nitpicky,
but
sure,
they get healthy, so they actually have a more talented roster this year, which I think helps even that out.
Right. You know, I don't know their names for the coordinators, but I know, like, the offensive guy, he was hired internally, if I'm right there. So I think that should bring some consistency.
The big question that I worry about with them is that the talent is there. The big thing we've got to see, though, is how they do situationally with these new coordinators.
Yeah.
Situationally and then adjustments.
Well, right? and here's the thing. The Lions, I feel the Lions are just going to get better on defense this year, and that's only because they're getting their guys back. Aiden Hutchinson, Anzalone. They're getting those guys back, and they're both game changers. So it's something that's going to be – they're going to get better just by getting healthier.
That's true. Yeah, if they stay healthy. Yeah, of course, yeah. Because they were bit pretty hard with the injury bug last year. They had a lot of injuries, and they still overcame it. Now, again, a lot of that, though, they had great coordinators. I still like Dan Campbell a lot, but I do worry a little bit about some of the play. That's the thing to watch is situationally. Yeah. Is because that's tough to fill. Because with Aaron Glenn, you knew situationally he was going to put him in a good position. New defensive coordinator. Is he going to be – so the thing is he doesn't have to be Aaron Glenn, but he needs to be like 80 to 90% of Aaron Glenn. Yeah. And same thing with the offensive coordinator. Can they do that? Yeah. And that's the question we're going to have with them. But that being said, that's not a huge question because it's not a personnel thing.
I don't see it being a problem because, I mean, your defense is just going to get better and your offense is just loaded. Mm-hmm. The offense is loaded. First of all, let's start with the running backs. Gibbs, Montgomery.
Gibbs is a
beast. My buddy who just walked out the door, I mean, He had both of them on his fantasy team, and at some point I just told him, look, play both. Play both. I mean, Gibbs, right, is automatic. But then you got Montgomery. Dude, what a great duo.
Yeah, Montgomery. And I like Montgomery as the backup instead of the primary. He's been good, but not that – so he could be the starting running back on other teams. I like him as the two-punch, though.
Yeah, it's a great one.
He comes in fresh, and so it's great. He doesn't get worn down during the season. It helps. That
good offensive line. Laporta, tight end. St. Brown
and Jameson, who should take another step forward. Looked really good last year.
Didn't they get a third guy? No.
Oh, their third guy is Tim Patrick, who can do a lot worse. He's a great possession. He's a very underrated possession receiver.
That's your third guy.
Yeah, he's not a 1,400-yard guy, but he is a guy who you throw to on third down. He gets you he's almost like a tight end out of the slot.
And I do root for Goff. I mean, again, trade. I would do it again. We got our Super Bowl.
By the way, speaking of rooting for Goff, I believe he's going to have a revenge game against a certain team that threw him away like trash. And that would be a good time to bet on the Lions winning.
No, I'm going to tell you why. No.
Who wants it more? Who cares more?
We've moved on.
Exactly.
We've moved on. Look,
Goff has to.
It wasn't you.
Until
it was
he
me.
sees on the count.
Okay.
Exactly. And right
we
now,
moved on.
Jared Goff is the woman scorned who's coming in on a mission.
Is that what it is?
Yes. And I don't think you guys are ready for it.
No. Listen. We went to Detroit.
It's going to be a track meet.
You know, and if we lost to them in the playoffs, so the NFL said, hey, you know, it'd be great. Is
Goff
for the first game of the year
to the Rams.
You got to go back to Detroit. And then we went to Detroit again.
You guys do not want to play the Lions in the playoffs or the regular season.
We'll take them on in the playoffs. Hell, yes, we will.
Yeah, you will, and you'll lose. Jared Goff is not going to lose to the Rams.
No, we're going to.
Oh, he is the woman scorned every time he shows up to that stadium or you show up to his stadium.
I love it.
He's getting up.
I love it. No, we got Goff. That's fine. I root for Goff, though. I'll tell you what. If the Rams don't go to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't mind seeing the Lions in the Super Bowl.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
much like the Browns, yeah. No,
much like the Browns. Yes.
I don't think any fan would be mad to see the Lions or the Browns win a Super Bowl.
No, that'd be great. God, wouldn't that be terrible? The Lions over the Bills. That'd be a great Super Bowl.
That would be a tough one to pick who you want to win.
That's what I'm saying.
Who do you
like?
root
That's
for?
terrible. Like,
you know what you do? You just enjoy the game and hope for a close, good game,
Yeah.
and then tip your hat to the winner.
Do you ruin on take the Lions down? Hey, you guys got here, but it's not your turn yet. Or do you make the Bills go 0-5?
You just pray for the team that lost and hope that like the unaliving themselves rate doesn't go up. Because that would be horrible.
It would be terrible.
Oh,
but I
man.
do think the Lions are one of those Super Bowl teams.
How quick do you think Amazon sells out of tables, though, if the Bills go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I'd get a table. We can put you through this table, right?
Why do I got to be the guy who goes to the table?
You're the guy.
Listen,
It's like in that dirty work. He's like, listen, this don't work out. Punch your friend in the stomach. And he's like, yeah, sure, that's great.
Yeah. Where's the
You're
key
the guy.
grip at?
Huh?
Where's the key grip at?
Yeah, where's the key grip? Who here is the key grip?
Punch that guy in the face really fucking hard.
Exactly.
Where's our key grip?
We need to get one.
Yeah, we have no one to punch us in the face.
No.
All right.
But no, this has been fun. Technically, we're making problems, but that's okay, right? We've gone through a few of them today.
We have, yeah. And then, yeah.
So, but we've loved doing it. Appreciate you guys watching so much more than anything. Tell your friends. Maybe they might like it too. Wouldn't mind a few more likes, follows, and subscribes. And so I hope you like what you're seeing here with us.
The one thing, too, we do pre-record these, but we don't really edit anything. So it's basically us just kind of going likes. If we did edit stuff, I mean, we'd probably take out some of the comments from before,
Some.
Like the Taylor Swift.
Some.
But
yeah.
I still stand by it. It's fucking true.
Watch
Watch out for Kelsey this year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's our breakdown of the NFC North, and we got 3 more to go, and then can't wait for the season to start. That's for sure.
No, yeah, it's exciting.
So
The off-season sucks.
Well, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Peace
Later.
out.